How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but I no longer have a crappy webcam. This is nice and high definition, so you can see all the pimples and bags under my eyes and everything in crisp, clear HD. So anyway, the point of the video, EA has since come out and they had a little bit of a statement ever since they canceled their game. And we're going to go over that today and give my thoughts and opinions on that whole situation. But here is the article. This is what EA come out, and this is their statement. There has been speculation overnight about one of our Star Wars projects. As a natural part of the creative process, the great work by our team in Vancouver continues and will evolve into future Star Wars content and games. Evolve. The company said in a statement shared with GameSpot, "We're fully committed to making more Star Wars games. We're very excited about Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order from Respawn, and we'll share more about our new projects when the time is right." So when is the time right, EA? When is the time right? Because you guys got the rights for Star Wars back in 2013. In 2013, I just started college, okay? I have now been graduated from college it's going to be going on for 3 years. 3 years out of school. So in that span, you have had 2 games, and I guess you can say a mobile game if you count that. So, but I'm not going to. So they've had 2 games. Battlefront 2015 was severely lackluster in terms of content. And then Battlefront 2 had the loot box controversy. I mean, it sparked rage everywhere. Governments got involved with loot boxes. I mean, I guess the only thing that's come out of you guys in your whole Star Wars thing in the past however many years is that you successfully got rid of loot boxes by being so scummy. And I think the reason that we didn't get this open world game is because you couldn't find a way to microtransaction the hell out of it. I think that's probably what it was. And you guys probably looked at it and was like, well, this is probably going to take a whole nother year of a development, and I don't know how we're going to put microtransactions in a single player game. They don't really sell well in a single player game, so you probably just canned it. And then you are going to throw out something quick and short and much easier to make, because it's all about making it as fast as possible and as cheaply as possible, throwing it out there with the Star Wars name on it, and everybody gobbling it all up. But it's sad because an open world Star Wars game has so much potential. You have games like the old Knights of the Old Republics, you have games like Mass Effect, you have just any open world RPG, you have like Assassin's Creed, you have Skyrim, you have the Fallouts, you have like any of these games. Just slap a freaking Star Wars skin on it, and it could have been amazing. And what do? They just can it for who knows what. So we're getting a new game coming out this fall from Respawn, which if you guys played Titanfall 1, Titanfall 2, those were great games. Highly recommend Titanfall. It's one of the few EA games that I really, really enjoyed, and it's a shame that they killed their own game with horrible advertising. But Respawn did a really good job with the story for Titanfall 2, and it's weird because the first Titanfall was just online only. It felt kind of like a cash grab. I'd compare it to Battlefront 2015. Like, it just had online. It was bare minimum, but it was fun. I mean, the first Titanfall was a blast. So I think Respawn is going to do a good job with making this game. It's going to be EA that steps in, and they're like, well, let's microtransaction the hell out of this. So I think EA is going to be the reason that this new Respawn game is what is going to be messed up. So it's kind of hard for me to get excited for this new Star Wars game, because I've seen what they've done with Battlefront 2015. We've all seen what they've done for Battlefront 2. It's been a long journey for those of us that stuck around for Battlefront 2. I mean, we had to go through the launch with the microtransaction crap. We had to go months without any communication. We didn't know when we were getting DLC and if we were getting DLC. We've had lackluster DLC. We've had them just add stuff that nobody asked for, like Jetpack Cargo. It's been a rough year. And then we still have communication problems, even after all that stuff. Like, they've had like 4 or 5 surveys on Twitter. Ben has posted them on Twitter, and he's like, hey, how can we improve our communication? And then we still don't have any news for Dooku. Dooku comes out next Wednesday, and we don't know his abilities except for the ones that were leaked. If you count the leak, so we don't know his abilities. We don't know what he even really looks like. Like, we know what Dooku looks like, but we don't know what he looks like in Battlefront 2 form. We don't know the patch notes that's going to come out. We don't know what else is going to be included in this update. We don't know anything about this update. So they go on and on and on about how they're trying to improve the game, and they want to make it better, and they want to communicate more with the fans. So then they go pretty much half of December and all of January without saying squat about Dooku. And then they wonder why people are upset with them. So EA will never learn. I think Disney just needs to swoop in and just take it from EA. There is no reason that you can have a title like Star Wars and not crank out yearly games. If they can crank out a damn FIFA game every year and a Madden game every year, why can't they crank out a Star Wars? Never mind. That's because it's just a copy paste every year for Madden and FIFA. Okay, I just answered my own question. As long as EA is a company and as long as EA has Star Wars, I don't think we're ever going to get a good Star Wars game. Their contract will end in 2023. Let's just cross our fingers that they don't renew that license and they just move on and they give it to somebody else. As long as it's not Activision, we're good to go. So yeah, that is my thoughts on their little half-assed statement BS. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Any feedback is greatly appreciated. What do you think of the new setup? I mean, now that I have a new camera and I have the green screen and I have the background and everything, let me know if you guys like this new format. Because I mean, everything I've heard so far is that people seem to like the changes. But I mean, every video I would appreciate as much feedback as possible. But yeah, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider supporting the channel on Patreon if you guys want to help me continue make videos and to get your name up at the top of the screen. In every video, you guys will have your name. But just my thank you to you guys for helping me continue making videos. You guys can get your name in every video. So yeah, and be sure to check out another video, and I will talk to you guys next time.
We would be honored if you would join us. You cannot resist